Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Qeema naan. This Qeema naan turned out just amazing. As you can see, I've made two different kinds of Qeema naan. The first one I cooked it in a tandoor and the other one I baked it in an oven. So they're very different. For the complete chicken recipe you can find it on my blog hungryforgoodies.com. So let's get cooking. I'll start off by preparing the naan. For the naan, I'll be using 3 cups of all-purpose flour and I'm gonna add that in a big bowl. Then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking powder. So once I've done that, I'm gonna give this a good mix because I don't want the salt or the baking powder to get in contact with the dry yeast, which I'm going to add afterwards. So I'm just gonna give this a good mix and I'm gonna make a hole in the middle of the flour just like this, and I'm gonna add half a tablespoon of sugar, and on top of that I'm adding instant dry yeast, about 2 teaspoons. That's about 7 grams, and I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can use any type of vegetable that you like. I'm using extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm going to add 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of lukewarm water, and I'm gonna mix this into a dough. I recommend adding the water gradually instead of adding it all at once, so it will be much more easy to knead. After I've added all the water, I'm just gonna make this into a big bowl, and once I've done that, I'm gonna place the dough in a flat surface and I'm gonna start kneading this as much as I can. You want to remember that the secret for making the perfect dough is working it as much as you can. So I'm just gonna knead this for 5 to 6 minutes until the dough is completely smooth. As you can see, my dough is completely smooth, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the previous bowl and I'm going to grease it with a little bit of oil, and I'm going to place my dough in it and cover it with the cloth. Once I've done that, I'm going to let this rest for at least 2 hours until the dough has completely risen. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the Qeema. For the Qeema, I'll be needing 500 grams of minced beef, which I'm going to add in my wok. Then I'm going to add 1 inch of ground ginger and 6 cloves of chopped garlic. I'm also going to add 1 medium-sized onion, which I've chopped, and 2 medium-sized tomatoes, which I've diced. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. For the seasoning, I'm adding 1 teaspoon salt. You can add as much as you like. Then I'm also going to add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon red chili powder, and half a teaspoon cumin seeds, and lastly, half a teaspoon of crushed coriander seeds. I'm gonna give this a good mix. I'm also going to stir and cook this beef on low heat for 5 to 6 minutes until the meat turns into a brown color. So 6 minutes have passed now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this and let it simmer on low heat for 15 minutes until the beef is completely tender. So after 15 minutes, you should have something like this. You'll notice that the beef has completely released its water. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and I'm gonna start frying this on high heat until all the water has completely evaporated. This process will take you another 6 minutes. Now that the beef is dry, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of garam masala. I'm also going to add 1 green chili, which I've sliced, and a handful of chopped coriander leaves. Again, I'm gonna give this a good mix, and I'm gonna turn off the heat, and I'm gonna let this cool completely. I'm gonna return to my dough, and you can see it has risen up completely. I'm gonna remove the air, and I'm gonna separate them in 5 equal pieces. Now I'm gonna take each pieces and I'm gonna roll it into a ball. Working one ball at a time, I'm gonna start flattening this with my fingers. Once you have something like this, you can start adding your beef mixture. You can add as much as you like. I'm adding about 5 tablespoons of this Qeema mixture. Then I'm gonna start pinching the edges together so that it forms a big bowl. Once I have something like this, I'm gonna flatten this out with a rolling pin so that I have a form of a naan. For making your naan much more prettier, you can make these holes with your fingers. Once I've done that, I'm gonna spread on it a mixture of melted butter and chopped coriander leaves. And then I'm gonna place it carefully on an oven tray. I'm gonna repeat the same thing with the rest of the dough. Then I'm gonna bake this in a preheated oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. Once it's golden brown, I'm gonna remove it from the oven and I'm gonna immediately spread on it more melted butter and the coriander leaves mixture. And your oven Qeema naan is done. For the rest of the naan, I'm gonna cook them in this electric tandoor. This electric tandoor is made of 2 compartments. As you can see, the first one is the one on top, which cooks the bottom part of the naan, and the inside one, which cooks the top part of the naan. I really love this tandoor because it cooks the naan really fast. It just takes 3 minutes for cooking a naan. So it's fast, it's convenient, plus the outcome is just amazing. As you can see, the outside of the naan is really crisp, plus the color is golden brown. So let me know in the comments down below, which one do you prefer, the one cooked in the tandoor or the one in the oven. If you like this video, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you on my next one. Bye!